second character, who would he be?
What is it with these questions? I
think it's awesome.
Have you been reading psychology books or something?
No. I reckon he'd be Pink Panther. All sneaky and cunning.
I was going for the
Stealthy.
brain. I was going for the
brain. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I like that. So who's Pinky?
Okay, I'm not going there.
Yeah, that's
Look at these odds. Wow.
Damn.
When have you ever seen such a landslide in odds against NiP?
Against NIP.
Against NiP, the most popular team in the world.
But
they've got their own chocolate bars, DDK.
That's true.
Are you hungry? Because if you are, have some NIP chocolate, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think Fnatic are going to load up on NIP chocolate in this match.
NIP are the team. If you go into Inferno Online in Stockholm, on the reception desk, their ESL trophy is standing there in all its shining glory. And they are 17% on e-gaming bets against Fnatic right now.
Well, you can understand Fnatic.
Talk to me, DDK.
They're sick. What do you want from me, James? I'm feeling really tense right now. You keep shouting at me.
Noise!
Making that noise, getting hype. But yeah, I mean, Fnatic have had like incredible results on this map and just generally online. I mean, the podcast has not yet been released like with Thor and MBK. We talked about Fnatic a little bit, and the question is brought to their LAN ability, but their online ability is certainly something quite fantastic. They have an amazing record, and every single player seems to be doing incredibly well online for Fnatic. Not to say that they're onliners or something. Not to say that at all.
That sounds like that's what you're saying, buddy.
But
you know what? I was we had Devil Walk in the studio a few weeks ago, and he's probably watching now, so if he is, and hello. But he was telling me he was looking at my achievements, and he was not impressed that they weren't all goals. And he was saying during warm-ups is when you run around and Molotov people and so on. So I've been doing that like all the time now, so I'm kind of catching up. I have my gold soon, buddy, but we are in the pistol round now. NIP starting on the CT side. Flusher firing the Glock down mid.
But the bomber is going towards B very, very quickly there, and then dropped himself down to lower dark. So they can really do anything off of the back of this movement at the start of the round, and it's standard from NIP as well. They really need to get their economy going early on. And they got a couple kits, couple of Kevlars, and a flashbang on Freiberg. So a little bit of utility
As
there.
the CTs rotate through CT spawn, the Ts begin to push towards the A-bomb site. And nobody is there. We can see the positioning from Get right here. Just holding the sneaky position at the beginning. But they've jumped down. Oh, they've overthought it. And now they're in no man's land.
They're going for that play, the play that we saw from the Brits.
Yeah, from
the Lone Rangers.
The Lone Rangers.
But they couldn't
now
execute
FM
it.
Toxic, by the way.
Now FM Toxic. They couldn't execute it like the Lone Rangers.
They just didn't believe. Maybe they thought there was a stack on the site since nobody was there.
That's so... No, I don't know. I think they'd set up for the B play. I think they wanted to get the rotation going and then bust into the B play as they drop down the CT spawn.
So close
but
and yet so far,
smokes.
DDK. So close and yet so far.
That's very gutting for them. If they look back on this and they see that A was completely open, they couldn't necessarily know that though. But anyway, moving into the next round, we are going to see the Tech 9 on Olafmeister, and generally speaking, not much of an investment at all from Fnatic. They didn't get the bomb down, so what they're basically saying here is that they're not going to buy Kevlar now, but the next round they can buy pistols again.
If Flaren hasn't bought a gun, I don't know if they're planning to use him as the information man.
Yeah, it's really smart actually.
You can see he's playing very close range, so he can get the one-shots there with the P250.
That's a very good point. We're going to see Freiberg locking down middle, and there's a bit of an issue there. Fnatic getting stuck on each other's heads. In goes Crimso. Wow, does find the quick frag onto Freiberg. Forrest, though, going to make his way up to the window. And here comes JW, and he's going to get taken down. So Forrest is in prime position to hold this site down. And Flasher unable to do much. But yeah, your point there was really, really spot on. Because if Lauren goes down there, that's so fine. And that's the one place they can rush close range.
Exactly, yeah. He is susceptible to the T rush there. So he can pop one, maybe two heads with the P50 from the close range, but also he does get the information if they choose to push that. So
and he can save for the AWP as well. It's like it's also beautiful. It's this like beautiful little package.
Good decision
nice
making
little
there
bow on top and everything
from the Swedish side. I say Swedish side, but they're both Swedish. But I'm going to do it anyway.
And in goes the grenades. They now can't move for about 5 years as Fivlaren gets the double with Get Right.
They can't move for about infinity because they're dead, DDK.
Oh my god. That's very morbid of you. I don't really know what to do.
You've just lost it now, haven't you? You've just completely thrown you off.
Why are you bringing the negative vibes?
Fran took 2.
I want to be happy.
And did fall later on, but he's got 87.50 in the bank. And we'll whip out the AWP. Looks like he is going to go towards Long. Still having a look around at his teammates. They may never see each other again, DDK, as far as this round is concerned.
Alright, well, have to see if Lauren can put this AWP to good use on Long at the moment. It's not getting challenged with any timings or anything. You can see JW just working. Are you for real? That was a great shot. And Fnatic in with 2 quick frags at the start of the match. And now NIP, they're in a really weird position because Fnatic can use the entire map. They can use the whole like minute that's left on the clock to basically outmaneuver NIP now. They just don't have the bodies. They don't have the player count.
The engine has started for Fnatic, and are we going to see them get into 5th gear here, as we've seen them so many times in these online matches, as DDK puts it?
They just have to decide to go for a split and hit it, and the defense just can't possibly be enough. This is what NIP are facing right now, and Xis is tasked with the very, very heavy responsibility of having no backup and trying to get information.
They saw him doing the Super Mario Brothers, and he will go down the tube. With only 2 players remaining for the NIP side. Freiburg will take out someone in mid, and that gives Fnatic half the information they need. And that's the rest of it. Fifth Land with the AWP on Long. But,
oh, that's going to hurt. JW goes down, but the bomb is going to fall as well. So, Fifth Land is still working with the AWP, but he can't. He just can't. He can't go for that. Or can he? He does find himself an AK. That does change things a little bit. If he is fancying himself right now, he can actually win this. I mean, Prodax is weak. Olofmeister is weak. And we can actually see Olofmeister is going for the big flank. So Fifth Lauren in with the chance there with a quick frag. Ooh, oh, there it is! He doesn't know this, but he can just defuse straight away. And he pretty much has to just go for it. He just has to hold it! You just gotta hold it! Oh, he doesn't get the kill either. And it was very marginal. I mean, had Olofmeister peeked it immediately, of course, you know, Fifth Lauren can get a safer situation than going for the straight.
Yeah, it was a difficult situation because he has to assume the player's going to peak. So I think he's going for the economical damage and accepting that he is going to fall. So fair enough. And they do manage to get another AWP out. So if I'm going to go Long again with that. Again, we've got the early 3-man push to take control of Long, and then we have one who will rotate back towards the A bomb site. And in the meantime, the T's have taken up positions around mid, lower tunnel, upper tunnel, top mid.
Yeah, they do have themselves a standard map control. Fnatic, they've just yet to really gain some information on short. That's all they're missing at the moment. They've already spotted that there is at least 1 player towards short. This is kind of key information for them, because you can actually towards Long, sorry, because you can actually leave Long a little bit open as CTs, which makes the A splits a lot more difficult in many cases because short gets shut down so hard. But they're going to go for the short, just little pushes, so if they can get some info. Fifth Lauren, he is more than ready for this. He is, in fact, expecting this. But Fnatic are taking their time. And looks like they are going to go down and take Exist with them as the push comes out from middle. And this was all a big distraction to keep the players at A. And Fnatic do make their way with that bomb into the B bomb site. A very elaborate play, but one that is being executed with perfection. Fnatic yet to lose a man. Get Right will soon fix that, but it's going to be too difficult to retake this, surely.
JW going for the aggressive position. Going to hunt these players down. It is a 4 versus 2, and they're going to want the NIP team to come out with no money whatsoever. Doesn't manage to get the frag on Get Right, though.
I love that. The name of that FAMAS was Fifth Lauren. Never forget Fifth Lauren's 944. That's beautiful. I think it's Fifth Lauren's. No, was it? I don't think. He hasn't bought an FAMAS just yet. Anyway.
He had the AWP.
He had the AWP. And he's still got the AWP as well. So I'll have to see if he can keep it alive. He is not going to be challenged, so that's fine. So NIP losing a couple rounds here. That was very well done by Fnatic. Beautiful round.
3-2 in favor of NIP. Let's have a look at the cash monies on their team. They've got 2 rifles, make that 4. Let's see what Exist has in the bag. It's going to go up to a helmet there against a 5 AK, so that's an interesting decision when short of money. He has got some nades and a 5-7. Again, we've got the 3-man push here from NIP on Long. We've got early peeking here from JW, and he is going to fall to the numbers game. Get Right, going to get the frag.
Freiburg with some good timing there on the spray. Not going to get a kill, but there is some damage to be done, as they are going to just bust out through the smoke. In Fnatic go. Freiberg going to take care of Olofmeister as he falls back into the defensive lines of the bomb site, but not for long. Emerging out of the window with Forest taking frags towards Upper Dark as well. They can't even find an entry point. Pronak's going to try his luck, and he will take down Get Right. He takes down the second player as well, but it's not going to actually work out for him in the end. And Fnatic do get stopped. And that is good news for NIP. They've not been having a great time of it. Fnatic were close to reversing the momentum.
Yes, and that has hurt the money for Fnatic, as you can see on your screens. 4-2 to nip. The AWP still, still survives. Excuse me for my weird cough. Hopefully that goes away soon. Again, we've got the strong long presence from NIP here. Going to keep 2 people here for the time being, so they seem content to have one person around the A site in the early stages. That nade's going to come in. They're not going to find anyone. Well, Crims, it does 1 HP of damage to him, so end of the world just yet. The bomb is top mid. Terrorists. P250s. Looking for some openings there. Freiberg going to get a spray down on Pronax in mid. Pronax going to escape with his life and half of his health.
And maybe Flusher might take a peek. Oh, Flusher. There's a smoke. And they're almost getting his head ripped off. Look at them. They're all wounded. Where's the medic? Where's the medic? They need a medic. I'm going to go for it though on the A bomb side. Wow, Olofmeister.
They can plant here.
This is quite big right now. Exist is going to have to do something. He doesn't manage to stop the players from getting that bomb into the site. The bomb has been dropped though, and they're not on the way for a plant. JW does find himself the AWP. Let's see what he can do with this. There's 2 players below. There goes the flash. JW on 16 health. He cannot miss a single shot. Oh, and there it is! Taken down by Freiberg, who will also find himself the frag onto Flusher. And they did get the bomb down, so very good.
But they were lucky to get the bomb down because
and 3 players.
I think it was, I want to say it was Crims who had the bomb, and he ran past the boxes to try and get the second frag. But he had his whole team behind him. Maybe he didn't realize he had the bomb, but he had to plant it for short there. They had the numbers game, they had control of the area they needed to get the bomb down. They lost the bomb. It flew over to slope. Fortunately, they got the kill on long. If they didn't get that, that could be, you know,
yeah. I feel like it made a lot of sense though, because if he's in that position where he's the only guy that can do the trade frag, you kind of have to go for it. You've got players behind you. They should pick up the bomb. I don't know why it was slowed down so much.
I don't agree, man, because the way the bomb flies forward, like it was in a very unfavorable position there. And if they don't kill the guy on long, then how do they get the bomb? They've got no armor. They're all going to get cut down.
Well, we'll have to return to this.
No, DDK, I'm right and you're wrong.
I disagree. Oh yeah, that's how that argument thing works. Right. Anyway, back to the action. In this round, we're seeing a pretty normal development for Fnatic.
We have got a change from NIP though. They've only got Get Right in long now, and they've got 2 players on the A bomb site. So
this is almost off the map. I'm looking at the overview.
So he's trying to kind of boost to a market area, but they've changed their setup to better protect the A bomb site here. So the T's, however, are going to possibly be going towards A. They have thrown the smoke that suggests a mid push to the A bomb site, but none of them are going to go there. But they are going to draw the attention of Forest, who is going to have a peek around there and look for the action. And they may think that's a fake towards A.
Oh, this is really... Oh, Forest with a double! Going to go for the spray. The return is in, and Pronax finds the head of Freiberg. And this is a big round now for Fnatic to get themselves back into the game. 3-on-3, the bomb down. Plenty of time for the after plant setup. And NIP certainly in a world of trouble.
Yeah, we've got a massive rotation coming in from Get Right all the way through T-spawn. And the clock is going to run down. This isn't matchmaking, chaps. This is a fast timer. Get Right finally getting in position here. Going to be looking towards boxes where Pronax appears. Pronax is flashed at the moment, but the CT still haven't breached. This goes down. Fiflaren follows him soon after, and Get Right joins the crowd. And that is going to be 3 surviving members for Fnatic, and that's going to be important for their economy.
I don't know whether they had the information, but that was, I mean, whether it was a B split or not, it was the favorable play because they had NIP had players so far away on A. Like there is spots where you can defend A from where the B split's not so good. Like 2 guys on short, for example. That's the setup when the B split's really bad.
We have a naughty push here from Freiberg. He's gone through the smoke in mid, but he only has a P2000. Could have done with a P250 here, or maybe even a 5-7. Isn't going to get the frag though. Pronax down to 85 HP. Olofmeister somehow is on 19 HP. Let's see what's going on with him. He is having a war in long. This has fallen. Fiflaren's got 4 HP, but frag could have been anyone's on long, with Olaf only on 19, as we mentioned before. You have 2 NiP players on long and 2 in the mid area at the moment. The bomb is on its own, so it could fall here if they have a timely pick through this smoke. Has been joined by 3 teammates, though. 2 teammates, sorry. Do have some peeking going on from GetRight. Going to get some information out for his teammates.
This is getting very risky now. GetRight, if he gets an instant kill here, the round is so open. Doesn't quite, but they're all bleeding quite significantly. Very weakened are the Fnatic lineup. Despite not losing anybody, they still have very limited health. And Fiflaren, everyone is dangerous right now.
If they don't check Fifi, this could go horribly wrong. That, oh, it's a flashbang. Could have been a nade. Flasher does get the pick, though.
Freiburg from the back gets taken down by Olafmeister, and Fnatic are doing a very, very good job, only losing JW so far. NIP going to come in with a Forest, the last man from the back, and Olafmeister going to get the shot, and that will secure the round with only 1 player lost. And this is very back and forth. So far, you know, people had the money mostly on Fnatic, and NIP have been putting up a really good fight, but this is where things can really get out of hand. This is the point at which Fnatic could find themselves at that 10-5.
Once again, guys, if you get time after this match, do have a look at our skins in the workshop, and hopefully we can put on more of these big leagues for you guys in Europe and North America. But back into this round again, we have 2 people back towards the A-bomb site.
on the timing,
just
the timing pick. Not going to work out though.
Yeah, they've gone for the support for the AWP at the early stages of that round on long, had NiP, and we have a very aggressive position here from GetRight with the FAMAS, as we have 3 terrorists heading towards the mid area. Pronax gets flashed in, doesn't find anybody just yet.
Oh, and Freiburg's going to peek after that, and Pronax will take him down. GetRight going to peek immediately as well, and they lose 2 players straight up. And there's 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. So Fnatic, again, if they want to play this super safe, they can. They can all pretty much get together and wait a little bit, force NIP to split up. But
you can see after JW ran towards the B apps where the bomb is, Olaf instantly started making loads of noise on short to try and get the CTs to rotate away from the B bomb site area. Just a small note there, and good reaction play there. I'm going to have a quick look on A. I'm not going to see anything, so CTs will remain on B for the time being. The bomb, however, is going back to B, and Fiflaren going up and down, trying to find out information. His team is stretched, and he's going to have to get the info to his team. He
can actually save this for them. If Fiflaren comes out with 3 kills in a row or even more.
The timing, though, he's got too many places
and
to look at.
He's falling back as well. He's falling back towards long. He's not going to go for the stand, and it is sensible. I mean, maybe you don't want a Guardian or a Kenny S in that position, but he's going to go down immediately, and Exist is just going to sit just steady there over on the B site. And it is so impossible in those situations. You get the 2-man advantage, and as long as you create like threat all across the map, they don't know where you're going to go. They just don't know. You could just have like 1 guy on A, 1 guy on B, just making noise, and 3 guys can still get a 3-on-1. It's crazy. It's so difficult to deal with as a CT. You've got to take a gamble to get back in.
Yeah, NiP have no money right now. We'll see how much they end up with after this round. The kind of round loss bonus kicking in. Not sure how much money they will get.
This is where Fnatic can get basically to 10-5, because if NIP's economy is like so broken and they can never recover it, then they're always going to be on terrible buys. And it's going to be about how well they can bounce back from terrible buys. Some teams are very good at it, and NIP right now got to show that.
Let's see where NIP choose to push. Looks like it's going to be a short boost here, so they're going to try and get an early frag. They do have some P250s in the mix and that M4, so again, Exist going to try and get that early advantage there. But he may not find anyone to frag. There is 1 person in top mid, and that is going to be Olafmeister. Again, probably expecting an eco, just going to take it slowly but surely. This will be found by Pronax there on the short, and CTs will play to that advantage.
So troubling, very troubling for NIP. Of course, you know, economic damage here is paramount, absolutely paramount. They need to get back into the game very quickly. There is still quite a few rounds left in this first half for them to play with, and they are going to go into the next round, I believe, with the buy. I need to actually, if we just double check the money, let's quickly have a look at the money there. Oh, Flasher is going to lock down short for now, keeping NIP at bay, and It's going to spot
Hasn't seen him
Lauren. What? How could he not see him? I don't know, but Olafmeister, well, that's okay.
Oh, he's got an
Forest picked himself up the AWP. That's a nice pickup there for NIP. So we see the money now, and the buy is definitely coming in the next round. So NIP really need this next round. Otherwise, Fnatic are going to take round after round, and things are going to start getting really ugly for NIP when they go into the T half. They really need to get at least like a couple more rounds together out of the next few that are left. They need to get 50% for sure.
NIP 17% to win.
I know, right? What?
17%.
Yeah.
When it's a cold day in hell when NIP at 17% to win any one map. That's
Anything.
crazy. Yeah, but that's where we are. They are only one round behind, however. So this is definitely all to play for. FiFLaren is having a look around mid. JW on the other side. If he shoots through there, he's gonna find him. He gets legged. FiFLaren gets shot in the knee. Took an AWP to the knee, and he's got 10 HP.
Now this is interesting. We don't. It's not very common to see FiFLaren going for the AWP duels, and it is a very risky time in the match for NIP.
They want the early pick though, surely. They want an early advantage here, but it's just not going their way.
I'm scared though, because I would be so scared of JW, like just on the AWP angle. And Fnatic can afford the rebuys. They can afford to rebuy, but NIP can't really afford that. And so JW going to turn the corner now, see if he can spot maybe a player peeking. We got Freiberg and Forest in the angle. So in the meantime, we did have FiFLaren rotating towards that B site. So he's playing the back of B right now, and they do have a nice crossfire on middle. So if Fnatic do decide to actually commit towards a middle play, NIP have a good chance to deal with this.
Krim seems to have the jump on Get Right in the positioning, but he has gone back because he has got the bomb. So he's going to go and pick it up and go to short for safety's sake, because if he dropped that at long, it would be a massive problem. With only 30 seconds remaining here, nobody's down for either team. This is going to be a serious push here on the A-bomb side.
Yeah, they're going to make their presence well known at the moment. Forest does take down Olafmeister straight away. We are getting the trades coming in. So far, NIP looking pretty good on the site. Freiberg though sustaining a lot of damage, but the bomb is to drop on A. And with 9 seconds left, that's got to be the round over with, as NIP can now just survive. And JW going to try to keep his AWP alive. And it's not really the time to hunt him, so that will stay in the mix. And very well done by NIP there. And FiFLaren almost dying at the start of the round. That was very close.
The fact he managed to survive that whole round with that AWP, no less, is amazing after getting legged so quickly.
Yeah.
But so that is going to be a 6-6 in favor of NIP. And there is a smoke from short that's generally called the Fnatic smoke, one of many smokes called the Fnatic smoke. Oh, FiFLaren gets shot in the gonads that time through the door.
Again.
32 HP.
That's got to feel bad.
No one likes to get shot in the gonads.
Never happened to me, fortunately.
I know a guy who got shot in the gonads. That's another story for another day. As we have Fnatic piling up in the mid area again, throwing those smokes, just denying the NIP team information. Again, we've got the aggressive positioning from Get Right on long, who isn't having a lot to do at the moment, but there are Fnatic players piling around that area, just playing passive. Maybe they're wondering if the CT is going to push. Just kind of slowly keeping general map control for the time being, but they will need to push a site sooner rather than later. Looks like they are going to go for the long push after all.
There is Get Right waiting though, and he is with one flash, and he's going to go for the peek now. Does spot ahead, and does pop it off, but there are a couple more coming in. Pronax going to turn the angle, does go for the spray down, and he's going to get himself the kill into Get Right. They now have long, and Exist going to be pressured, certainly from short and long. This is very impossible for Exist. He does actually manage to take a kill, but there it is. Olafmeister comes in, and now JW able to pick up the bomb, and they can combine together to get this plant down. And the smoke on crossover, there's a small tiny gap though. Oh, that's not going to help Fnatic at all. JW can't possibly cross there, going to fall back, and I don't think that's really safe for the AWP at pit actually. And Forest going to open up short, so this is a round that's looking terrible. It's all on Olafmeister. He's got to put in a lot of damage right now, and CTs are coming. And there it is, one frag, as we see from Olafmeister. Forest going to get the return though, and it is JW. He's got FiFLaren coming in from the back though, and this is going to be really risky. FiFLaren will take him down, And we do have a round going to NIP. Actually, no, it's their time. Okay, there's enough time. Oh, it's going to be close. There's barely enough time, I think. But
Oh, why
another
is he turned
second.
away?
It needs another second. That was so close.
That's brutal. But hey, Fiflaren's still got that AWP.
He does.
He's surviving with these shots to the legs and the gonads, and he's just kind of hobbling around for the rest of the round, but he's surviving, damn it.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still got that AWP. And that is really important because that's such a massive chunk of money, especially when your economy's down. You can see Freiburg only with a 5-7 there. That is very, very important. You can see Pronax has got a flip knife fade. We're going to be giving away one just like that.
I keep miscalling these defuses now. I just have too much hope. I have too much hope, too much belief.
I thought you had the sound timing down, DDK.
I know. But it looks like I'm a second off every time.
Requires further research.
More science needed. Need to get my Bunsen burners out. But enough time for that later. Are we going to make the drop down? Oh my god, completely undetected. How sneaky is that? JW's in CT spawn and nobody knows about this. If he just holds there and they smoke it off, this could be huge. He should get a free frag, unless he reveals himself first. He's going to go for it, though. Going to make himself known. He hasn't been spotted yet. Now they know he's there, and this is it's still effective, but it's not quite as effective as it could have been. We're going to see Fnatic moving into that B bomb site. They have isolated 2 of the players on the A site. JW will finally go down, but Crim's in with 2 big frags on the bomb site. Going to open up for the plant immediately. We can see, fifth Lauren finds Olafmeister. Now we got Crims. Gonna make a tiny peek. Oh, gets denied as well. And now Flusher with his AWP needs to come into play. He's got 3 players, works down 1. 2 more though. Flusher has to deliver for Fnatic, and he won't. It's going to be Fifth Lauren. It does win the round there for NIP, and we go to 7-7. They're all tied up right now. So NIP are really staying in this game, and it's been looking bad for them over and over again.
Again, today, yesterday, all these matches back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 7-7, last game of the first half here. Last round of the first half, I apologize. We're going to again have the mixed buy here with a FAMAS hit for the CT side. Only 3 of the 5 players with helmets. Crims with a Tech 9, 2 AKs and 2 AWPs for the Fnatic. So this is a kind of a bananas buy from both teams. And JW is going to find Forest. Pronax takes down Fifth Lauren. They have spotted the 3rd player on short as well. That's going to be important information for them. You can see they've had to retreat from long have NIP, but Crims hasn't been able to push yet. There's a smoke keeping him at bay for the time being. And exists still on short with that AWP. It's important he tries to hold that for as long as possible. He's in a good position to get picks here and bring this closer to even in the body count. But the T's are heading towards long, slowly but surely, and here they come.
This is really cool. This is very powerful, especially as Exist is orbing here. If he gets smoked and they rush in, there's like nothing he can do, but he might just get the peek before. Great flash, takes the frag onto Pronax, and in Fnatic, they are going to make their way up onto that bomb site. Bunny hopping their way up, and oh, what a shot there from Olafmeister. Exist drops to the floor cold, and Get Right going to be sneaking through the smoke now. He's going to be at the mercy of Olafmeister as well. Freiburg against 4 players on the last round here does take down the first kill. 3 more to find though. The bomb is ticking away. Time is of the essence. They are playing, they're toying with Freiburg at this point in time. Another Molotov found, and it's going to be the round there for Fnatic, 8-7. And I feel like NIP can be happy with this, considering that they got kind of a bad start, I think. So it's a good recovery.
Yeah, absolutely, indeed. We've seen that 2 good recoveries now in 2 matches. And I'm quite curious to see what kind of strats we have on the T side here from NIP. But also worth mentioning, we are 1,405 viewers away from giving away 2 knives today. So just follow the channel, guys. And once we get to 150k, we will be giving away 2 knives. We have an aggressive positioning here from Fnatic. They are getting lots of information straight away, and they may get a huge flank if they push these doors on NIP straight away.
They are instead choosing to go up short on NIP. And there's flash simple. Standard stuff from them. Get right on the flank, as you would expect. It's all about these shots now, but that is a free bomb plant. Get Right already with a frag onto Flusher. As now Olafmeister makes his way in. Got to find some heads here, has Olafmeister. But his comrades are falling. Flusher and Crim's already down, but the frags are starting to come in as the short take is in action. Exist with the defense, pulls out the knife, can't make it happen. In comes JW. Doesn't need to do anything. Olofmeister made the push. 1-on-2 work from long. And Fnatic should be able to get this defuse. Let's have a look at the... yeah, they have plenty of time. And Fnatic
buy kit.
Off to a good start.
JW had the kit, got the defuse. 9-7 Fnatic. Important round for the CT side. Again, it is more expensive to have a full buy. JW's gone for the potato gun. He's going to try and cut down some players on this eco from the NIP side. Well, I was going to say no nades, but Exist has just bought. In fact, there are 2 nades all of a sudden.
And the funny thing about this is that it's designed to deal with armor now, these SMGs. Like, they're very good against armored opponents. And we're not seeing the full commitment from NIP because they got the bomb down. So these SMGs won't really help them all that much. But there is a Molotov on Get Right. That's an interesting investment.
I think he's going to try and throw that on Plat so they can get the bomb down for short. So again, that flashbang is going to be a pop flashbang, and he's going to throw it down to clear platform. So they're going to have to get back, and hopefully Nick can plant the bomb on the site. See some duck walking there from Forest with the P250, and it's working out for him until he gets his head ripped off by Olofmeister, who is going to try and help his teammates stop.
Oh, but they got the bomb, and that was the important play. Now it was all worth it.
That was the entire objective of that round. The pop flash to push, the smoke, the Molotov to clear the site so they can get close and get that bomb down planted for short. So we can see how the strategy on the eco round is changing following the update to this map. And that will allow NIP to buy on that 3rd round. So that's all they needed to now they can get back into this match before the CT economy runs away.
It's a really good buy as well because of the couple bombs they got down. And that's really nice from NIP. So they've given themselves everything to work with, everything to play with. JW's on the AWP though. Always a scary thing to behold. He is on that long angle, as we can see. And so far, NIP are just, again, playing a very standard passive round, waiting for any potential aggression, and would like to see them do something on short here, but Exist might look for the peak, the info into middle. And this what they see and what they don't see, which is the information. He didn't see anybody close out the doors. So they're going to try to push Longhouse a little bit, but they got Pronax really close. Ooh, he's going to go in back to Pronax to try to avoid this flashes. Quick switch for the AK. It's going to work out. Pronax with a quick double goes for the spray, and Forest will take him out as we do have a 3-on-3, or 2-on-3 make that, as Forest going to make his way around with the bomb towards that B bomb. So like we do have Get Right making his way up middle as well.
Olof could be a game changer here with his positioning in CT spawn. Just being quiet, being hidden away, but if this pincer movement comes in, Get Right's position has been exposed, and Olofmeister will make his position known, but Get Right goes down before that can happen. So it's going to be Forest versus 3 AWP and 2 M4s here. Let's see what this nade can do. Can he get the bomb down? He's got a plant for double stack, and that's what he will do.
Good cover there to keep himself alive for the plant. It's a guaranteed plant, and that's okay. That's okay.
They'll take that.
They've been doing damage.
Yeah, at the end of that round, that keeps them in the game. You can see they've got 3,500 to 4,500 here, and they could go for a force buy here and try and keep the economy down,
I think
make these rounds expensive,
yeah.
And indeed they will do that. Guys, we are 600 followers away from giving 2 knives today. So get those follows in, guys. We want 150,000 followers on the channel, and we will give away not 1 but 2 knives today: Flip Knife Fade and the Flip Knife Blue Steel.
They might be looking at a very fast play onto a site right now. It looks like it could be B if that's the case. Because if we think about it, they don't have much utility. They don't have much in the way of nades. They've got mostly Galils. So they're not going to be thinking about a lot of these long-range picking battles where Fnatic will certainly be outgunning them. So a fast play onto this B-bomb site is what the doctor ordered. And it looks like they're going to go for the straight-up split. There's the smoke for CT spawn. And in they go. Oh, wow. JW already picking one off through the smoke. In goes Get Right. Does take down Flusher, though. And Crims, that hiding spot not quite good enough. In comes Freiberg, just launching himself through the window onto the bomb plant. And it does look great for NIP. Very simple round, playing to the strengths that they had. And we are going to see NIP, or rather Fnatic, give up on this one and save their weapons.
Yeah, so they're going to, NIP are out to do as much economical damage as possible. We can look at the money here for the CT side, and it is by no means fantastic. They will be able to buy for their other 2 teammates, but you can see they're taking up the most defensive positions possible if they have to defend right now. They want to be in a fantastic position to do so with an element of surprise. So you can see Pronax in a position where he could possibly take out 2 of these 4 players before falling to the rest as he does run out of bullets. But they'll be too far away to find them on this occasion, and that will allow Fnatic to get their full buy out. So we can see guns being dropped here. We can see the nades coming out. They've pretty much got 4 nades as well, so that was a good save for them. We will see aggressive positioning here. Pronax going straight up mid like a crazy man. Fifth Laren gets shot down to 50 HP. Freiburg down to 10 HP. So this is massive damage here at the beginning of the round. And it will go back and take up more normal positions. And NiP are going to be slightly shell-shocked.
Yeah, I mean, they're just happy they didn't lose anything. And it is a little bit of shock, isn't it? Just like, all right, so did they fall back all the way? Let's take this a little easy now. And they do have 10 health on that Freiburg. A nice little boost there to deal with that smoke. And they're going to spot more players in mid. It's all about these mid picks. JW misses the shot and Forest gets the return. Big stuff there for NIP as JW goes down. They might want to try to string to get to the fragments. Olofmeister is coming in right now. Flusher has to help middle. Going to be in with the HE. It's not going to find a huge amount of damage. I think it did a little bit of damage to resist there. Oh my goodness though. Great wall bang. 3-on-3 now, as the round just doesn't seem to calm down. It's just chaos. And we do have Pronax making his way up. Could be the player to win the round for NIP, but he does back away. NIP got to make a call now. They've got to make a call. Looks like they want to make that play towards A at the moment, with Exist coming in the back. Exist could be very dangerous indeed, but they have 25 seconds. Are they just going to save this, or are they trying to get the bomb
Bomb's
to
going
B?
for the biggest rotation
Oh
EU.
my god.
Oh, this is going to be tight, but
He's got to take good angles, man. I hope he's been playing racing games, because right now every single angle is going to be perfect to get to the plant.
No
Time. He's 4 seconds. He's not going to have time. Oh, he doesn't have quite have time. That was a lot of indecision there from NIP. They could have got it done on A maybe.
yeah. Well, I guess they expected the rotation. So, but I mean, that was far too long a rotation.
I think what
I
you
say
said
far too long, but he was about
You
4
said-
or 5 seconds away from planting.
You said it at the start, didn't you? Like they were shell shocked. I mean, it really did.
You can see the position. Freiburg was hiding behind a barrel. They had no vision of mid. They had to get someone into suicide to just make sure it was okay to kind of step out of the darkness. We have a 3-man push here from Fnatic. They're starting to go crazy now. The engine is on gear 5, looking to really use the psychological edge on Ninjas in Pyjamas and kind of crush any push before they've even turned the lights on.
They got JW in a sick position. If Lauren dares to peek A longhouse, he's dead, or he should be. NIP working for that A play. It's coming in, and they got Get Right in the middle, it's lurking. But damage is being found by NIP, making their way onto this bomb site. They have made their presence well and truly known at this point. Fnatic are going to start rotating heavily, getting the kills coming in. It's going quite well here for NIP, but Get Right finally dealt with. That's going to allow them to actually go for the retake. But what is this? Biflaren coming through the smoke. Olofmeister is ready for it. Forest and Freiburg certainly in a bit of a jam at the moment. You've got 3 players to deal with. In comes JW. He knows exactly where that guy is. Tries to get the wall bang. Just a hair's breadth off of the shot there onto Freiburg. And Freiburg can still win this round for NIP. JW going in with the shots there. The AWP, the P2000 all coming into play. And he will make it happen. Is there enough time though? Okay, he's got a kit. It's all good. It's all good in the hood for Fnatic.
So I've just been told by production that we do have 150k followers, so that means we've got knife giveaways incoming, chaps. More about that a bit later, as we are 13-8 with Fnatic versus NiP here. So we'll see if NiP, they're being forced to eco here, going for the pistols and a few nades. They are going to try and get a bomb down. As you can see, they've got 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs here. So let's see, the bomb is going towards the B bomb site at the moment. So they may throw a a smoke through the tunnel so they can emerge behind flashbangs. But again, we've just got anticipation and mind games. Cerebral assassins here on the Fnatic side, but they are going to fall to Biflaren.
Oh, Grim's down to 8 health, and they're going to give the site, but there is a JW behind that smoke as well, and they're going to find that out at quite the wrong moment. And but JW going to get crushed by Freiburg coming in from mid, and Pronax going to have to be the cleanup crew right now with Olofmeister. In fact, just Olofmeister, and he is able to make a kill, but Exist will just finish him off, and we have another round for NIP. That was madness.
That is a round they should never have won. That's a round they should never have won, but they managed to win it. And look at the money on them now. They are rolling in the cash. Have you seen that gif of a guy who's like standing on stage with a girl and she's just twirling her hair in circles?
Yeah.
He's just throwing money at her. It's quite hilarious. But that's basically the NIP side right now.
They have so much money. They've got.
I mean,
like
after the round, they've hardly got 16k. But the way they won that on an eco was insane. Now let's look at the money for Fnatic. I mean, they haven't bought yet, basically, and you can see. Look at the cash on that team. They are in dire straits right now. If NIP can get through this round and kill the whole Fnatic team, then anything could happen.
Yeah, that round was really ridiculous. I mean, Fnatic did a really smart thing, actually. I mean, okay, losing the round wasn't smart for those of you like, oh, they lost the round. But I mean, they did a really nice little play where they're going for the aggression into dark, because they didn't know that a flat-out B push was coming. If there was only just like one player there or two players there, then that's pretty fine. They get some information, everything. Obviously, they misjudged the smoke a little bit, and that cost them massively. But that was the reason why NIP won that round. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have worked. They had actually another guy in the site as well.
Let's have a look at the kills here. You can see on Ninjas in Pyjamas, we've got a huge average of 14 kills. They're all putting in the work to get them back into this game here on the Fnatic side. You've got Olofmeister topping the board. Often gets criticized for online play, but now he's got 21 kills, topping the board. Flusher at the bottom with 8. So things a bit in upside down land on the Fnatic team, but it's working out for them with 13 versus the 9 rounds of NIP.
So again, a quick 3-man play onto long just to get people into position, which means that they won't be playing aggressively on short anytime soon. But this is a really nice, solid default way just to open up your rounds as a CT side here on this map. And of course, we're going to see, as James pointed out in the little pause there, the money is pretty bad. They've only got pistols on Fnatic at the moment. They got to try to find a weapon, and it might just be JW to see that weapon.
That's the information. That's all he needs with Flaren. Now he needs to stay alive and not give him a free weapon. And he does that, backing towards T-spawn for the time being. Just putting that range between him and those P250s. That could kill him from that range close up. But it looks like we're going to see the creep into B. Is GetRight going to check the top of the box?
Of course he will, but he'll still go down. And it looks like NIP are making their way in regardless. Only one player lost. Unfortunately, it was GetRight. Olofmeister coming in quick, actually. He's outpacing Fifth Laren, who is walking. So Olofmeister might actually just catch Fifth Laren in the back gate. It is, but Fifth Laren is very ready for this, and this kill should not go the way of Olofmeister.
Yeah,
that's for
Fifth Laren's
sure.
just wasting as much time as possible, which is just as good as getting the frag there for the time being. As we do have, it will handicap the Fnatic attempt at a retake with these eco guns. Uh-oh. He's lost track of him.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. He won't get the gun, but it's okay for NIP anyway. They're really banking a lot of money. And Fnatic, they're going to get their buy-in, and things could get really interesting now if they actually lose this round. I mean, NIP could very well just swing into the win off of that. But we'll have to see what kind of play comes out. We're not seeing an AWP from either team, but the mag for JW.
We've got some mag action. Let's see how aggressive. Oh, we could see a clash of the Titans here. As Forrest does go for an early peek. We'll get naded down to 64, and that will be all she wrote. He's going to get out of there. And that's going to be JW not getting anywhere close to anyone anytime soon.
Saw MBK playing that position with the mag yesterday. It was super good. It was awesome.
Yes, it was almost glorious.
So, we have a lot of NIP players towards this B-bomb side at the moment, and Fnatic haven't yet found out exactly what's happening. They could very much benefit from an information play from the guy at long, or maybe something into short, but they don't have anyone near short, so it's hard for them to find information right now. They got a double setup, crossfire on middle. Oh wow, Olofmeister caught out there, and Exist going to get the 1-1 against Flusher. Here he goes, Flusher goes down as well. Big kills coming in from Exist. That's going to trigger this B push, and Crims has to defend. He only finds one frag. It's a 3-on-2. JW has a mag. I don't think this is happening now for Fnatic.
No, as I said, that round has cost them a lot economically. Not just literally speaking, you know, in the rounds going ahead as well. As you can see here, JW with the Mag 7 is going to go for the value kills now. May find Fifth Flower from any range. Fifth Flower is pretty much going to be dead. Only 9 HP. JW going to just hide behind the stairs and use that Mag 7 to maximum effect. May or may not find someone.
Effect? Is that what you just did?
But Fifth Flower is backing up towards T-spawn now, and Pronax is in the suicide area. So he may hear Fifth Flower, who's starting to run towards him, actually. So will he detect him? I think he's heard him. He's heard the reloads. Is he going to hunt for him, though? He needs the money, so he may be careful about it. Nope, he's not going to push it. Didn't know it was Fiffy there with 9 HP, so we'll opt for the safe play instead. And we can see the Fnatic money is tight. Tighter than DDK's skinny jeans.
I'm not wearing skinny jeans. I don't own skinny jeans.
I just wanted to say it. You do look kind of hipster, though.
Please. Alright. Pro's going to go with a bit of an aggressive heat down shot. Does have Olafmeister joining him, which is nice, because if he does score a weapon, he can try to get that to Olafmeister, but it's going to be hard. Welcome drop there in middle. It's going to be Get Right to make a peek on Crims. It's just all about the methodical play now. NIP know that they're down on the money. And that's not a retrievable weapon, so it's going to be difficult for them. And JW's really pushed up in a longhouse, just waiting for someone who dares go through longhouse. I don't think, though, that Fifth Line is ever going to go through there. So that's a useless JW right there. Flusher might just find himself some luck, though. And he's going to find Get Right through the smoke just in time. Gets the kill. And going to have to fall back now. Shouldn't be able to do too much more. Flusher does get taken out. And we have the rotation coming in. Prox might as well go and see what he can do. And he's just going to spray in the smoke. Blinded, on fire. And here come his friends now, as Pronax does try to make his way slowly in, try to synchronize. There goes the Molotov. JW, you're going to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Mag always goes last. The most important person goes last. In he goes. Nice. That's what we signed up for. To see JW put a buckshot into someone's face with that mag. And he delivered.
So while that was all happening, Flaren was just staying outside the B app. So he basically had tunnels completely covered. Somebody runs past, they're going to get shot in the back of the head. And that allows the rest of his teammates to just completely focus on the doors, on the window, coming from CT spawn. So great play there by Flaren. And yeah, I mean, on the T side, Flaren spends most of his time just standing outside long doors, basically. They don't often push long, Nip, I find, on the T side. And his time is mostly spent just making sure the CTs don't flank, which means that Nip basically played around for, say, the first 2/3 with 4 players rather than 5.
It is interesting. I mean, they could definitely play a gamble off of that. I mean, we saw Pronax pushing short that round with the rifle. What if perhaps they Pronax try to flash out someone from the middle double doors and get JW in the tunnels with that mag? That would be pretty nice. I mean, there's certainly a lot of options there, but they wanted to make sure that he was on long, so that long was shut down.
Indeed. So if you're just joining us, stay tuned, guys. We are going to be raffling 2 knives today. This will be the first one. This one's going to be available to subscribers only, but we are also giving away this one, which will be available to everybody in the chat. Also worth noting, though, if you are a subscriber, you will be 7 times more likely to win than someone who isn't, but it is open to everyone here. So equal opportunity knife, well, almost. It is available to everyone. And again, this 3rd knife will be given away at some point, probably on tomorrow's North American stream. And courtesy of CS:GO Lounge, this 4th knife, this is getting ridiculous. This 4th knife, I still don't know what we're going to do with it. We're going to give it away at some point. I don't know how or when, but I think 2 knives is enough today.
We should have like a portrait competition. Someone has to draw something. We can get, and this you can judge it.
And this last knife, play a pug before the end of the league, and this will be given away at random to one of you lucky people. So all the knives here at FACEIT. This is getting a bit ridiculous.
Maybe we should have an MS Paint competition. They have to draw your face with MS Paint. Best one wins.
Hey, they could do that actually, and we could put that in the chat, because I know I know you guys are apparently using a picture of Jay-Z or just some generic black dude, because there isn't one of me. So we'll work on that. I'm not saying we're going to give a knife away though, but if you want to draw some weird thing in MS Paint, then feel free to do that and tweet me the picture. If it's good enough, then I'll put it in the chat for you.
Nice. All right, well, unpause time here for NIP, and it is a really close match. NIP really need the points. Fnatic, they don't much need points, but they sure as hell would like to get as many points as they can. And so far, they've only lost 1 match of 10 that they've played in the FACEIT League. They've lost 1 of 10 that they've played. Nuts. But here comes Pronax again with some close short play.
Oh, they've left Long completely alone. I guess because the NIP side have just never ever been pushing Long. They've just thought, okay, let's just put an extra man somewhere else. See what happens.
Really smart, good adjustment. In goes Pronax, jumping spray, not going to find anything. And there's just 2 players there for Fnatic. So Fnatic, is it me, James, or are they falling apart now?
I feel like they went for a gamble there to try and stop the momentum of NIP in this match, and they, leaving someone from Long was a good decision. But they got taken out early in the mid area. It didn't work for them, and JW has to come out. Huge here for his team. Crims does get one, but the trade frag comes in. It's going to be JW versus the world. Not going to go in his favour. They do lose 3 players in total. Let's have a look at the economy they have remaining. Again, we've got Flaren. He's just been hanging around and Long, just making bank. He's got $10,000. So we aren't going to see any ecos from NIP anytime soon. This is 9,000. It is 13-13. This is all or nothing for Fnatic right now.
All right, so Fnatic looking really good. They're going to play 2 players on Long this round. Again, Olofmeister's got the mag this time. They're going to put him in that Long position. They might just want to leave him there. Yeah, they're going to leave him there, I think. Pronax is hanging around a little bit, but they aren't playing with a lot of grenades. Great shot there from JW, spotting another player or 2 as well. They know the A play is coming now. It is known for Fnatic. JW coming in with a great frag. Fiflaren backing away as NIP decide that perhaps A is not the best choice, but Fiflaren might just change their minds. Does get the pick there onto Olofmeister, and Pronax has to fill the gap. So it's between JW and Olofmeister here for this A defense, and he's going to miss the shot. Now JW, he's got to hit the follow-up, and he can't even get the chance. Get right with the kill, and now Flusher comes in from CT. You got Crims and Pronax left in this 3-on-3 against NIP. It's going to be tough, but the bomb is not yet down. There's 40 seconds for that, though.
NIP have made this work. They're getting back into this. Well, they've got back into this match, and they look to be taking the lead here. We'll see if Fnatic choose to make the push here. Flusher in a position where he could take out multiple people, but can he find them before they find him? Crims does find Get Right, and it's going to be 2 people on short for NIP. Freiberg has gone down. I don't know where Fiflaren is yet. This flashbang, though, will make his position known. It's going to be Fiflaren versus 3. He's got no grenades, only the flashbang. He is going to get shot down by Crims as he approaches the site. And that is going to be a defuse there with the kit from Flusher, so he is the only man with the kit on the site, so that's fortunate for the Fnatic side. But it was a great opening from NIP, but he didn't manage to hold on, and that's an important round for Fnatic when their economy is not looking fantastic.
Well, I mean, if not for Fiflaren, I mean, that round might not have even resulted in a bomb plant. Not that it's a huge, huge difference. They can still buy now, of course, but wow, Fnatic winning that round, they can actually work themselves back into the match. And we're going to see full grenades. In goes Forrest, and the timing pick, he gets it! Pronax drops to the floor, and that is going to be just NIP just contracting away from a Long now.
Forrest goes down to 15 HP, but he's alive and he has an AK, and that's all that matters right now. That's an early pick for Fnatic. It's stretched their team. They're going to have to leave someone in Long for the time being, and maybe sack something and kind of commit to other areas, leaving an area exposed. And if NIP can exploit the area that they choose to leave alone, then they can take this match.
And they're going to probably just, yeah, looks like they're going to go for the simple play, just hit one site really, really hard. It depends how well they know Fnatic as well, whether they're a team that will play for the information, or whether they're the kind of team that will just sit 2 on each site. But it's going to be the B push coming in. Crims in a good spot now to do some damage. Does get the first player. Freiberg gets taken out, but Fiflaren gets the return. Flusher coming in from the double doors, and things are starting to get hairy here for both teams. The bomb is down though. There's 40 seconds to play with as Fnatic slowly try to hold on here against NIP. Great find there from Flusher as that bomb will go down, and Flusher has been doing huge things right now. He's going to continue spraying down the last player, and that's going to be the triple kill and the defuse there for Flusher as he does take Fnatic to round number 15.
That puts Fnatic on match point here. This is a FACEIT league, and there is overtime, people, so there will be no draws in this league. NIP can still bring this to overtime and then hope to win the match there. In fact, that is the only choice they have now with Fnatic on 15 points. They do get the full buyout there. There will be no AWP, but all AKs there, full nades, full armor. So the question is, can they find an opening frag here? We've got 2 people long again for Fnatic. And we've got the passive play this time from NIP, just waiting to see if they can get an early pick. Fnatic are fully capable of hyper-aggressive plays, regardless of what the situation is in a match.
And talking about hyper-aggressive, conversely, NIP with a very passive play for the first 30 seconds or so. Really passive first 30 seconds. Now they're going to start to expand into that short area, but Fnatic are actually very close to short at the moment. If they get the opening kills, it's all possible here, but NIP going to lose Exist straight away. Return coming in. They're going to hit the play into that bomb site now with Forest chucking in those grenades, just throwing everything he's got on his belt, and Fnatic going to try to play for the retake.
You can see Long is still being held despite the man falling on short, so they can go for the 2-pronged assault, and just going to stay there for the time being. Bomb's not down yet. Flareon is going to be trying to push the A site while his teammate rotates but does fall, and it's only going to be Flareon to save it here for Nip versus 2.
And Flareon is here, able to save the chances for NIP. There are 2 players down on the bottom of the slope, takes the first one down, but that's going to be it. And it's going to be Crims who will secure it 16-13, and we do have our